for joining us right here on Eswatini TV. You are watching a Cuppa with Nomcebo. My name is Nomcebo Malinga, as the name of the program goes. And we're still continuing to have a conversation with Mbali Simelane. For those who missed the episode last week, we're talking about some very tough situations that she had to go through, which include the passing of her dad as a dirty girl and losing 3 babies. In last week's episode, we spoke about, your loss, losing your dad, and you also shared with us about, losing, your first child at 9 months, after even, experiencing what every woman loves and enjoys, which is, hearing, feeling your baby kick, it's such a special feeling, So I know what that must have felt like, and then the next thing, you're discharged from hospital and you're not holding a baby.
Yeah.
How was that? It must have been tough.
It was tough. But I think I just need to be, I think in the next life, I need to be in my emotions because I deal with things later. And I think that's not good. Because like I said, previously when I had, when on the first episode, when I mentioned, I did not cry. I cried, I think I'm 2. And then I stopped crying. And I was shutting out everyone. Like, I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And that day when I saw that baby and then I started crying. So, my mom, because we went back home. And then she was like, Mbali, just let it go. Like, let your tears out, just feel. And I was like, no, it's not going to bring back my baby. You know what I mean? So the guilt, I think more than anything, that the first pregnancy did that to me a lot. I think more than... Because stages, but the stage is a guilt, and I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't accept that. Not I was still with the guy.
Right.
I think Logo Nago was like, yo.
But wouldn't that be a good thing that you're still with the father of your child that you've just lost?
At that time, I didn't look at that way because I felt like, yo, was me failing. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I was saying a lot of things to myself.
Negative things to yourself.
Yes, negative things to myself already, So that's why I was trying to avoid him at that time because I was like, yo, do your thing, dude, and I'll do mine. And let's see how this will work out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And and then Sabuyela Nage as after everything.
Yeah, and then
but being a delusional pain.
You don't got delusion with the pain.
Yes,
and
I
then
think so.
life, obviously, moves on.
Yeah.
You find yourself pregnant again.
Yeah.
And that's how far apart from the first pregnancy?
Don't expose me. 2 years.
2 years not
2 years
bad.
apart.
So 2 years later, you find yourself pregnant again.
Yeah.
Do share.
Okay, when that happened, I didn't know that time. I think the father of my kids is the one who knew about it. First, before, because it was like, dude, something has changed. I was like, no, nothing, I'm still the same. He was like, oh, just look at yourself in the mirror. And I was not even. And then we did the whole pregnancy test, and then I was like, okay, it is. So now I'm not going to do this thing alone to my mom. We need to do it together, Because in as much as I was daddy's girl, we always did this. So my dad was the CEO and my mom was the MD of the family. So you have to start here.
Wonderful.
And then this one was going to come to this one. You know what I mean? So I was like, we're going to tell my mom together.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, we're going to do it. And then we went. So he was like, Utofusela. And then my mom was like, I know what's going on.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then that's how my mom found out. So I was like, we hope this time things are going to be okay, But stress levels were high. Because now I'm like, yo, I need, like, God, we need to do this. Like, let's do this.
Let's do
please.
this completely.
You know what I mean? Like, let's
straight
so,
9 months.
I enjoy. That's why I said my first pregnancy, I enjoy. Second pregnancy, let's do this. Not everybody enjoy the process, but let's do this. Like, let's do this. So each time the baby, I'm like, yo, no, we're still together, girl. We're still together. We're going to clinics. We're still together. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, everything is okay. So now I'm relaxed. I'm like, let me just not stress. Everything is good. We do the scan and everything. So I'm going to get right. Haike, this one, it was 6 months. And then I started getting sick. Because Mbali's, I think I knew, but I was fighting it. So I knew something was wrong. Pains. So my mom was like, I'm
right.
But I know I don't know. I just feel and
And you started feeling sick. And you're experiencing pain.
Yes, I was experiencing pains. So my mom was like, I'm or whatever and stuff. Let's just, you'll be fine. Relax. And then I text the guy and I'm like, yo, I'm not okay. I was like, what's wrong? Yo, Naya Pangisa, because we're like, yo, I hope it's not happening again. I figured no stress, the baby's just moving at that little. And I'm like, okay, because now she's praying for sure in her own corner, this cannot be happening again. And then the following morning, as Anglalanga actually, I think about 2 I called my mom and I was like, yo, I think something is coming out. And she was like, what? What 2? And then she woke up and she was like, yo, Mbali, please. And I was like, I don't know. And then we drove to the hospital and then we called Baba and then we went and then he found us there at Bedlane. When we got there, they did the test and stuff and they were like, yo, I think we need to crash the emergency room. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not going to call
already have that feeling.
But please, I'm going to the emergency room. I'm like, what is wrong? So I'm no, because we're gonna lose you, so we need to do. I'm like, I like been walking. Yes, I had pains and stuff, but I was walking. So I figured emergency corner and then and everything, and I'm like, just tell me what's going on.
Right.
And they tell me it's okay, the baby's normal, so we need to send Cuppa immediately. And I'm like, Cuppa, go. They're like, you need to take out the baby. I'm like, okay, so I'm going home. This is not happening. Wow. Like, we are not doing this. Not today, not tomorrow, not any day. And they're like, no, Sissy, it's dangerous. I'm like, no, I'm going to another hospital. And I left.
I'm going to stop you right there. We need to take a quick commercial break. It's rough. That was a rough time. A very, very rough time. We'll be right back. Mbali, you were sharing that you get to hospital, you're 6 months pregnant, after experiencing pains, and then they tell you that, look, we need to rush you, to the theater to take out your baby because the baby is stillborn, and you refused.
I refused.
What was the next thing you did?
I refused straight up. Okay, my mom was sitting on the other side, a waiting room, and even my brother's also there. I forgot, my brother's also there. So then they said, this is a situation, so we need to remove the baby. And I'm like, that's not going to happen. And I walked out. I walked out of the hospital. My mom was like, Mbali. I was like, I must come tomorrow. Everything's going to be okay. And I walked out. I was quiet the whole time. And everyone was shocked with how, from pain to quiet, what's going on with this person. But don't stress. But no, but don't stress. Everything is going to be okay. Because it's like that.
Yeah.
So they're busy explaining. So if you don't remove the baby, this is what's going to happen. Like, honestly, I'm not going to say the exact words or code, whatever. I don't remember. I just remember telling them, I'm going home with this baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Usanga Pum, I was like, I am okay. I'm going to keep this baby because this baby's going to be okay. And I went. Because now I'm fighting with the reality. I know it's not there. But I was like, oh, God.
Wow.
You cannot do this to me again. And then we went home. Okay, then we went somewhere out, like, to chill and everything. Imagine I had the strength to go chill, right? Because I'm still fighting with the whole thing, so I'm pretending to be good. Slide. That's like sugunywa, like it was at night, because we were at the restaurant. That's like fana kusugum. We are not going anywhere. I'm trying to stand up, I can't. I'm trying to. And then they saw something was wrong. And we're like, are you okay? And then I told my mom, I was like, yo, and I was like, what do you mean? Don't say that. I'm supposed to be access special. And then I was like, actually they wanted to remove the baby. And I said, no. I was like, Mbali, why are you here? And I was like, because why? Why am I removing the baby again? You know what I mean? And then they forced me to go to the hospital that night. And then, they did the whole procedure at theater that night. And my dad came through the following day in the morning. And I had to go and bury another baby.
Buried another baby?
Yeah, second one.
Next to the first one?
Yeah.
And then what do you do the following day? I mean, how do you go back to normal life?
Because this is me, you're talking to. I was okay. I was not okay, but I was acting like I'm okay.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
thought, okay, so accept it, like, because it happened before and everything, you know. So I acted okay. I was like, I'm good. But my dad knew I was not okay. Because he was like, "Mtanam, if there's something wrong, talk to me." And I was like, I'm right, you know, I'm good. He, like, that night, he cried. Like, it was my first time seeing him cry because he knew, like, I felt like he was sensing or feeling my pain.
Yeah.
Because the way bekakhala ngakhona, it was like shona umntanakhe and umzukulu wakhe, you know what I mean? So yeah, it happened. We had to go bury this one again. The second one, it was a girl. She was a girl.
Wow.
We buried her. Yeah.
And then number 3 happens.
And then 4 years. That one happened later. 4 years. 4 years later.
4 years later.
Yeah.
Fall pregnant once again.
Yes. And this time we're like, okay, this time, like, this time, like, we're gonna go to the hospital. Because what is the problem? Because no one's telling. Because I went to different hospitals, you know what I mean? So when I'm going to a different hospital, they need to tell me something different. No, you have this situation or this is the problem. But all of you guys are telling me about PP. Why can't we fight it? Now they're telling me PP, I'm nang pregnant. I detect, but so say so apparently that's what they said, so I can't say anything. So third time I'm pregnant again. This one was very, very it happened based on 4 months lap. Yeah, I think lap was the day when I was like, I'm done.
No more.
I'm done, because that one happened during COVID. And you can imagine I was alone. That time I was in Joburg, and dude was this side. Dude meaning the father of my kids was this side. Because also my mom was this side, locked down. My dad was away, Nomcebo, locked down in Cape Town, wherever he was. So I was in Soweto alone.
Wow.
So Bongala movement or whatsoever. That time COVID was like serious.
Right.
So that messed me up. For that year, I don't think I'll ever lose my mind. Because everyone wants to come through, but they can't come through. Like, video call, and I need them, like, here.
Yeah.
And they can't, not because they don't want to, but because of the situation that was happening.
Yes.
You know, and that was bad. That was bad, because I think the third one even triggered the first one, because buhlungu abu deskali. That's what I've realized. Yeah, ngithi buhlungu kakhulu when I lost my dad, buhlungu kancane when I lost
the kids.
Kude bonke kubuhlungu.
Right.
Like konke nje kubuhlungu. Ngabe ngi2% buhlungu kude nje sikali ukuthi. And one thing limata ukuthi, when there was one person that I reached out to, I'm just, I lost my baby again. I was like, how? Manje ukhaliswa bekamncane mos.
Oh my word.
And I was like, I didn't lose a book, I lost the soul. You know what I mean? You cannot be saying I was 1 day pregnant. The fact that I really expecting a soul to come through. So I had to deal with that alone. That the last pregnancy, it was too bad. It was it was messed up, because I had to do it alone. I went to the hospital. Okay, bashali ambulance, it came through because during that time.
Yeah.
And I went to the hospital. Nalapo, no one was supposed to visit or anything. I theater on my own. So lapo, it was more of, let me do this so that I get out of here and go back to the house. Because last building you cannot be chilling for a long time. Because it's
COVID
during
was happening.
You know what I mean? It was just a scary moment. I'm dealing with this and I'm dealing with that. My mom is there. Like,
it was a lot. It definitely was.
That one was a lot. But it messed me up. I mean, I feel like it did. The pain, it messed me up. I mean, like, the pain was too much. You can't even cry to someone. Because that year I needed to cry. Strong. That year I wanted to cry, and being every day, all day on my own.
Yeah, because that was a very, very tough period.
It was.
You know, and losing a baby when COVID was literally taking away all our friends, you know
what I mean?
And family, and the change of lifestyle as well was just trauma on its own.
It was too much.
And now here you are, Mbali, you know, after so many losses, strong woman like yourself, and I admire the fact that you choose to share your story.
Yeah, it was, I think it was difficult to even talk about it, because kukhuluma ngayo, people are like, how, You know, so you don't know the how is you feeling sorry for me, because I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I want people to understand that I'm in pain and I'm dealing with it each and every day my way.
Every day.
You know what I mean? My way. I lost my first baby when I was 22. Now I'm 36 years old. But it hurts. It still hurts.
Yeah.
So nothing gets old. I'm dealing with it. I don't know if Indlela is right, but I'm dealing with it. I don't know what I'm doing. but I'm moving. That's one thing I know, you know. But it's been a very difficult journey, and the losing my dad now was like, so now if I lose something or someone, even a friend or anything, I'm like,
that must be very, very, very tough, Mbali.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're going to talk about your TV career and what you're up to. This beautiful girl. I'm sure there's so many other exciting things that you're doing on this side.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
You're watching a Cuppa with Nomcebo, and my guest today is the vivacious, the woman that's always on your screens, presenting Gospel Impact and Mbali Extra. Tell us about your TV life. How is that going?
Ooh, it is. I'm loving. I love my job. It doesn't even feel like a job, no. It feels cause something that is inside.
Right. I know the feeling.
If I never feeling.
Yeah.
You know, so it's your, and I'm grateful for being part of Eswatini TV family, because I was just supposed to be a presenter, but that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And the team that I'm working with, young Vumela would sing in everything and get to learn other things. Kona, M7 in Eswatini TV. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the ride.
So how did you know that, you know what, TV is for you? You know, what made you brave, you know? Because trust me, I know when there's a call, you know, to come and audition, like myself growing up, I never, ever imagined that I would be a television presenter, to a point where, you know, I think my high school, you know, my high school mates, you know, when they saw me on TV, I'm sure they were all shocked as well. You know, Nomcebo, where is that Nomcebo coming from? Because I was just plain Jane, you know, probably even a little ugly duckling somewhere, you know, just plain Jane, and I didn't think, but yeah, I was. And then now, same thing for you. How did you know that, you know, I want to be on TV?
I had no idea. Seriously, I had no idea. I wanted to study law. That was just me until I was in grade 12. So now people start looking for jobs. In the meantime, my results. And I was like, what am I going to do? Because, okay, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm like, on a serious note, when I was reading trust me, I was not gonna go. I can't fold clothes.
Oh my
goodness.
I was like, I'm not gonna do those.
So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that because because of that part. So I was like, yo, let me just try this other TV station, the country. So I was like, let me just go there. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but let me just go. And I went there, but I found something, and I read that. Just like, okay, it's and then, from there, the moment I stood in front of the camera, I never looked back. Law was like, no. And then I did media studies.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how it happened.
For you.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
And so tell us about your audition at Eswatini TV. And that day, the first day, you recorded Gospel Impact.
Okay, the auditions... Because we were sending a clip, remember, that time. We were sending,
okay.
So I took so many takes, because my mom even says today, it was because of me. Like, they saw you, I was busy saying, cut 3 to 1 and stuff. So, that was hectic, because I wanted to be proper, because I wanted the job. So, And doing Gospel Impact, I think, I asked to see a clip, the Gospel Impact before.
Right.
So now I was like, now I have to speak like, okay, we don't speak Siswati, but so... Now the person that bengicetha kuthatha kuye tinsambo ukhuluma Swati proper yabona tihlabelelo what and I'm like ekhaya kude libhayibheli libhale tihlabelelo, where on earth am I going to get this, you know what I mean? So I'm like, wow. So kwangilimata lo ngathi ngosi yami, how am I going to do this? Because me, I'm loud, you know, and she's not like wow, it's for very you see, so I'm like, how am I going to do this? So the first episode I tried to share the tihlabelelo and stuff, and my producer Music Nene, thank God, he was like, stick to emahubo. Psalms, please stick to that. Just be you.
Yeah.
And I thank God for that, because after that, everything was just like okay for me. Because I wanted to be, because like I need to do it proper, I need to do it like this, I need to. So yeah. Music helped me out on that part.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're still enjoying the journey,
I am still enjoying it. I'm still
impact,
enjoying it.
and you're still gonna stick around.
I am still enjoying.
That's
I like the
great.
part.
What was the
Yes.
highlight, of your highlight of presenting Gospel Impact?
I think my highlights maningi kakhulu because Gospel Impact you see nangaphandle kuma gospel events and
Yeah.
and meet people that watch the show and people that are going to be part of the show ngisho artists. So I think my biggest when I met Sinach all the way from Nigeria.
Oh yes. Who doesn't know Sinach?
Yo,
Wow,
I think
what
that
an honor.
that
Right.
was big for me. I knew that I was gonna do big things, but I never thought I'll be sitting next to her. And the way she handled that interview, I was like, what? Like all of us were, because I was like, they're looking at her, and I'm like, she was like, are you okay? And then she's like, let's pray first before we do the interview.
Right.
Because she saw because something is not okay. This girl is kind of scared or something. And after that prayer,
Yeah, everything just flowed.
yes, and also meeting by Benjamin Dube as well. That was an amazing experience, yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
And now you are into Hot Talk, Mbali Kanye Extra,
Yes,
more on the
yes.
political side of things. And how's that going?
Well, Mbali Extra, yes, touches that and also touches things deep, that especially challenges that we face on a daily basis. I remember we did the episode Emma Widows and the challenges that they face and staying with one. That was a very emotional one for me.
Right.
Because I know these things not from a book, but from a personal thing because so I know the challenges she faced when my dad passed,
Yeah.
and I know what she faces even today. So topics like that, they're cool because there's certain things I did not know that I know now. So
Right.
now and especially because me, being teacher, I'm a gospel girl and the gospel impacts only
Yes.
anything that has to do with gospel. It's me. Yes, it's me. Yes, it's me. And yes, it's me. But doing Mbali also was like, you can also do these things,
You
you know.
see.
You can also talk about serious issues like
Yeah.
this, issues that touch you and issues that are going to touch people at home. And because basically my thing is, I'm a very shy person. No, seriously, I am. I know you don't believe in a lot of people, but I'm a very shy person. But now sitting here each and every day and,
Right.
and talking to them and trying to encourage them, and also tenkolo as well. Kuyangisida nami ukulokuhila kwami.
Yeah.
Yabona sengiyakhona because nangitshela wena ukuthi uNkulunkulu ukhona, it has to hit back to me at some point ukuthi Mbali now girl uNkulunkulu ukhona is going to heal you.
Girl, it's been a great 2 episodes, honestly, and I hope that the viewers at home actually, enjoyed this particular episodes, the 2 episodes, that we've had with you, Mbali. And I know that there's someone out there, that's probably gone through the same experience
Yeah.
that you've gone through, and here is Mbali, who is such a positive example that you may go through difficult times, difficult testing times. I
true.
mean, losing your dad and losing 3 babies. Now we have 3 angel babies. That's a lot. And you sit there and you're always on our screens, smiling, doing what you do best,
Yeah.
of the 2 shows that you present. Thank you so much for allowing me to actually have this conversation with you. And I'd like to give you this beautiful gift, courtesy of our friends from Eswatini Candles. They make these beautiful candles in the kingdom of Eswatini. I want you to have this candle.
Thank you so
And I
much.
want you
Thank
to
you.
continue to be the light and shine this candle and be the light that you are.
Thank you so
You're
much.
a wonderful woman. You're a strong woman, a lovable woman, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being on the
Thank
show.
you, thank
With
you.
that, we'd like to say thank you for watching Eswatini TV and for watching a Cuppa with Nomcebo. If you know anyone, or probably you're in a situation, or rather you went through a very, very terrible experience and would like to share it with us, please do give us a call, and we are going to make sure that we do get you into the studio and share your beautiful story. With that, it's good night.